Hello, welcome back. Fortnite here once more again, and today I'm going to be doing another my Pyro Arden'S loot hauls for the month of March. I'm going to be calling this my March Madness loot haul because I do have a lot, and I mean a lot, of stuff today. And also, you're going to be wondering why I'm not doing my usual reviews with my gunpla figure or my Dragon Knight. TLDR, they're currently on maintenance. I'm doing basically daily maintenance on them right now. Currently doing some little bit of work, just TLDR stuff, just to keep them fine. This is the thing you have to do with your model kits. You got to make sure everything's perfectly right. Make sure the joints are fine. Make sure everything's up and good. There's no parts falling off. Make sure everything's fine. Paint job, everything else. Da 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 da. So that's right now. Basically, you're seeing my Iron Man figure right now. This is the Model Prime Iron Man figure. For right now for this review, as the only one I was able to grab it. That was close next to me, I'm going to be honest. As my Kamen Rider guys are all on their shelf now, I'm going to actually do a whole, maybe a picture of stuff all on their shelf now. But yeah, without further ado, let's dive right in with everything I was able to acquire for the months of March. Let's go. So starting off with March, folks, I'm actually going to be showing off all the stuff my buddy, Val, Dragon Academia. He's a friend of mine. I usually stream with him with my other buddy, Stupid Awesome Gaming. A little bit shameless plug-in. I do apologize for that, but what's it called? My buddy Dragon Academia, what's it called? Got me stuff. Well, got me my group of the group of guys, basically Christmas presents. And this is basically a lot of stuff. Is basically stuff he usually tends to get, as he usually gets these stuff in bulk because it's kind of like a subscription thing he usually gets. So he gets a lot of stuff, and a lot of stuff he really doesn't need. So he tends to tell us like, "Hey, what do you guys want?" We do video chats, see what we want, and we pick them out. And yeah, so this is gonna be all the stuff we all picked out for ourselves, and it's all the stuff I picked out. So or he basically shows what I would like. So starting off with a little smaller stuff. And there's also from basically the place he usually gets them from. One of them is Gundam USA store, so we got some decal stickers and stuff. We have the mascot for USA Gundam store, which is actually pretty nice and really cool. I don't know if you guys basically buy out the USA Gundam store. I do sometimes. What's called a really great store. You should get yourself really nice. And there's also, in case some of my other stores don't have them, you should go to the USA Gundam store. They're really great. You also get another sticker decal too. This is the actually Red Dragon, which I do have the model kit. I'll get around to build, hopefully one day, building it. I really do love the decal for this. Actually, really nice right here. Where am I going to put this? I have no clue. I kind of don't want to take it out and just stick it out to somewhere because then I lose the ability to stick it out. So we'll just see where I'm going to place them right here. I'm probably just going to keep them like this and just maybe keep them as like a holder display. Going from that, we also got a keychain as well. This is the USA Gundam Store mascot going Super Saiyan Blue, which, not gonna lie, looks pretty nice. And this is double-sided too, so it's actually pretty nice. I'm actually probably gonna add this to my keychain. But let me be honest, my keychain's already big. My key set is already a lot. Adding this is just be a lot more. But hey, I do love adding designs to it. Going from that, we also got a mask as well from the USA Gundam Store. They're basically their own mask design, which actually looks pretty nice as well. Usually this right here, mask just will help you out in case you're basically doing any painting stuff. Granted, it's not the one I would use. Technically speaking, this is a fashion mask. You can put it anywhere. My buddy told me he could probably use it when I do painting, which is, I would not usually use this. I mean, I would use this in case I didn't have my other respiratory mask when I do spray painting stuff. Overall, it actually looks pretty nice. I do like kind of like design for this. Because every time when people were wearing old masks, all of them kind of being bland, same. So adding some designs is actually not bad at all. But going from the little smaller stuff that are basically like welcome baggies. Now let's go with these actual stuff of parts. First things first, we're going to be going with paints and stuff or tools. First things first, we got this. I have no clue what paint brand this is. But it's Mr. It's Mr. Hobby's 40th anniversary paint plan. This is the Russian Aircraft Blue 1 paint, semi-gloss. We'll figure out what I'm going to use this for. I do have some aircraft model kits I actually do have, so I'll probably test it out on this a little bit, or test it on something else. And we'll see how I'm going to do. But dark blue is actually not bad at all. Looks actually pretty nice, and I do like to add dark blue to some of my other units. We have a new sanding file coarse version. Not bad at all. I do always need more sanding files because they usually go run out real quick, especially when you do a lot of sanding, which I do a lot. Then we have these. I don't know what I would call these, but these are professional detail parts, which are basically, I guess you would call them I guess what the name could sense. They're basically extra detail parts you can put for your model kits and stuff, like random parts. I guess you would attach onto these. This right here is a bunch of O-rings, What I would use for O-rings would be for some more other stuff too, but we actually do have like a lot of detail stuff right here. What these are, I have no clue. I don't know what I'm going to use these for. But my buddy basically told me, since I'm not, well, out of my group of gunpla guys, out of all of us, I'm technically the one that does the most customizations out of all of us. So he basically told me, he's like, you're the one that does the most customizations, so you figure it out. And he's like, yeah, I'll try. A lot of these I can see right here kind of look like reactive armor or stuff I can just attach onto it, which actually it's not bad at all. I have some ideas what I might do with these. What's it called? Whether or not I'll do right by this, I have no clue. I'll figure it out one way or another. It's like something I like to do is I learn by doing. This does look like some side armor or side stuff that I could probably add to attachment armor. This does look like kind of like a cannon or something, or some shoulder mounted stuff I could probably use for. So it's not bad at all. I'll figure it out. That's one thing I like to do. I like figuring things out. Random stuff. We got some more extra parts. These look like little thrusters right here, which I'll probably attach to this armor plating. This is another brand right here, armor plating. All these are 3D printed, so it's actually not bad at all. This right here, yeah, basically just attachment parts which attach to your model kits. Like I said before, I have no clue what these are. I'm assuming a lot of these basically get attached onto your works, custom units that you're doing and stuff. I'll figure it out. I'm pretty sure a lot of these I can work with what I need. Like mini thrusters is always good. I'm assuming reactive armors for some of my model kits is pretty nice. I'm assuming shoulder mounted blasters and stuff, guns and stuff. I could probably attach some shield armor, some side skirt armor I could probably attach onto there as well. I'll figure this out. Bow roll, these aren't bad. These aren't bad at all. I'll figure these out one way or another. Going from basically random gunpla parts to actual, actual made gunpla parts. Starting off with some of the MSG stuff, we have thrusters, which I could probably attach to some of my space units, like a lot of my Thunderbolt units or some of my space only type gunpla. Basically attachment armors right there. You can see right there. You can attach, basically slide up. I'm pretty sure I can work with this, some of my other stuff, so no problem at all. Then from there, we have some MS tanks. Basically, these are the extra fuel tanks you can use for your gunplas in case. I got a lot of majority stuff like my Thunderbolt ones, or I can use for my, is it Unit 7 or Unit 5 I have? I forget which one I have right now. But these are basically extra fuel tanks that we attach onto them. For them, I know I could probably attach more of these to my Thunderbolt, or I would rebuild my narrative and probably get those fuel attachments onto the A pack again. Or we can try to get customized to the B pack. Well, we'll see. Right here, this was the MS lighting. Right here, basically attach little lightings right here. Basically LED, well, not LED attachments. They're basically kind of reflective surface you can attach onto your model kits. I have an idea on what I'm going to do with this for a custom project for mine. I actually have these. I can actually attach this. Kind of make a custom unit, kind of like a Gundam 00-esque or something else. And then from there, we have. I have no clue what this is. This looks like a shield binder, which kind of reminds me a little bit of Dynamis shield binders, or Cheridom, or Zembayan from 00, or some of the other Gundams and other Gundam series, like the Schwartz from Witcher Breaker, which I have not built that one yet, but it actually looks pretty nice. A custom shoulder arm design. I can mount. Looks pretty nice. Like I said before, I'll figure out how to build these later down the line. Going from that, we have new action base, which I actually do need because I recently learned that some of my newer model kits that aren't Gundams don't use the same base, so I actually need to actually get something that actually uses different bases, base attachments, so it's actually really going to be useful for that one, as this coordinates towards all master grades, high grades, alternative ones with different pegs, and overall, yeah. Actually, right here, this basically display picture of what I can use for this, which overall is pretty nice. I can do action poses, which is always good. And right here are basically the different attachment points that I kind of do need, because sometimes some model kits don't have universal 3mm pegs. Some of them use the wide peg ones, basically to hold them on there. But yeah, I'm kind of glad I got this. So having a different attachment point is always great. And then last but not least of the Oh, not the last one, but second to last one. We have for the Witch of Mercury. Sorry for the little thing, kind of came ripped already. But everything's still good in there. This right here is basically the funnel display stand right here, which, besides all the Witch of Mercury kits, which I do have some of them, most of the area unit ones. What's it called? And I have a bunch of more other ones that use funnels. This actually is going to be great because I've always been wanting something to display my funnels, and this actually will work right here. I might re-get my area and just try this out later down the line. Though that would be having to require me to redig the Gundam aerial from the multiple boxes I have it stored in, and I'm not going to do that. So I'll just build the... I'll either build the rebuild, which I do have, or get one of my new Gundams that I have and just use that and use its funnels instead and test it out from there. Overall, that shit's going to be fun when I probably do some action poses with this. So we'll see in the future. And then last but not least of option set parts, this right here is another, the Kotobiyaki. This right here is the dress up parts side cloak, which actually looks pretty nice. Though I like to call these the desert cloaks or the wanderer cloaks, I like to say so myself. These basically are attachment points you can basically attach to your Kotobiyaki MS girls, or the 30-minute, I'm pretty sure you're also attaching these to your 30-minute mission sisters as well, because they all do have the same attachment points, because a lot of them do have the little shoulder mount right here that I can attach onto the shoulders, which I realized all of them basically University do have for their arms, which is really good. So this is comparable to almost all your model kits for all the sister mission kits, which actually I'm going to try one on the ones I do have here. I'm going to test that out later down the line. Overall, pretty nice. Kind of like this. I do like the whole cloak designs with characters. Kind of makes them a little more mysterious or badass, if I do say so myself. Background here over here, you can have basically either full cloak on the backside, side cloaks, or you can have basically just one side cloak right there. Just like the Gundam Exia. Oh, I actually could do that for Gundam Exia, can I? That might be an idea. But there's actually a cloak side thing for Gundams too. I'll probably add that too. But we'll see. But besides that, we're not done with Gunpla model kits and stuff too, as I do have 2 model kits. And we're continuing with the Witch Mirror itself, because this right here is the Lifthris Thorn. I remember when I said that my buddy was basically gets a lot of stuff through subscription and gets a lot of stuff and tends to hold them out. We basically all got to pick what we wanted. Most of the guys didn't want the Thorn. It wasn't really to their taste, so this one was basically the last one kind of left picked, which is kind of sad, but I picked it because I do like the design of this. I really do like it. It's a little bit short stacked. I do love the design. Its shield armors looks pretty great. I don't know why some people hate on it. I like the design. It's really, really nice. Overall, looking pretty good. I will probably build this eventually. But overall, really, really nice design. I do love the beam arms. I guess that's one of the other things too, is that anything that has beam blades on its arms that can attach onto is basically a favorite of mine's. Good examples, all the Exias with Estrellas, Dark Matter, Amazing Red Warrior, I'm trying to remember another one. Pale Rider, yeah, etc. Like a lot of them really do have those. I kind of really do like designs. Overall, not bad design. I actually do kind of like it. And then last but not least, without going for technically speaking, I don't know if we're still technically Gundam Wing still in its anniversary thing or not, but I finally got my hands on the Death Size Hell. This right here is one that I was originally going to get when I went to the Gundam base in Rosemont months ago back, but I decided not to just because I didn't have the money for it at that time, or I wanted something else, and I was like, this is technically a regular release, so I'll probably find it later down the line, which I did find it later down the line at Target for actually really, really cheap, like around 15 bucks. I don't know if Target was doing a sale or not, but hey, I took the opportunity, got it. Overall, really, really happy. Now I have regular Death Size, and now I have Death Size Hell, so whenever I eventually build both of these, I can put these side by side to compare them. I really do like that I have Death Size Hell because, what's it called, I do love the whole cloak design of this. It makes him more the god of death than regular Death Size. Like, no offense, I still like regular Death Size, but Death Size Hell kind of just gives them more upgrade for this, and he looks really, really nice. Now, going from basically model kits, let's go with the figures, and figures I was able to collect as well. So starting off, let's go with my comic characters. And starting off with DC, we got the McFarlane figures, DC Multiverse. We got Batwoman Unmasked. This right here is part of the DC Multiverse Batman Beyond series. This right here is Batwoman Unmasked, which actually looks pretty nice. I was actually trying to get my hands on both versions of this, which I'll try to get my hands on the basically full suit version later down the line. Overall, looks pretty nice. This is during the Batman Beyond series for the comic books. Not really too sure where. There's a bunch of other characters too you can get. I'm also getting back into Batman as well, as I've been kind of like a whole Batman binge as well. Besides my comic writer, I've been in a whole Batman binge. More Batman the Animated Series is kind of going towards that. Rewatching a lot of the older shows again. Really liking it. So I picked this up when I got the opportunity. I'm talking about Batman the Animated Series or Batman New Adventures. I was actually able to get this 3-pack figure too as well, of basically the Girls Night Out 3-pack characters, McFarlane Golden Labels, another McFarlane figure series, as McFarlane tends to make a lot of basic comic characters. This right here is Poison Ivy, Livewire, and Supergirl of the episode what's called Girls Night Out. Overall pretty great. It's basically right here as a really, really nice episode. Basically, this is where Batgirl and Supergirl actually team up. Pretty sure this is the first time where they team up in the series. Overall, the box is a little bit damaged, but it's overall pretty great. I did get this on Amazon for actually pretty nice deal. It was actually on sale, which is I understand, because apparently from what I at least see on the reviews, this is a figure set that was returned a lot, because apparently people didn't like it. At least one of the reviews I saw was basically paint job not well, character movement kind of like not good. But if you were to see right here, the character looks decently nice, so it's not that bad at all. The painting, this actually looks pretty good, at least from my side right here. The only one I think that kind of has like a little bit bad painting, I could probably fix some of the painting. It's a little bit live wire with a little bit of scratches on the white paint kind of showing off. But overall, everybody looks decently nice as well. I do already have a Batgirl one already for this figure as well, because I've been collecting this version of the BTSA figures. I have a Batgirl and Batman already, so what's it called? Getting this Supergirl, I might do some poses, but basically also when I do the unboxing for this. Overall, not bad at all. So going from the DC universe to Marvel universe, we got some Marvel characters as well. Starting off with some SHIELD units. We have Marvel's Quake right here, who is basically SHIELD agent that can use seismic activity. Character looks actually pretty nice. The sculpting for the figure actually looks really, really nice. Not bad at all. Got multiple hand attachments besides her basically gloves that she can use. He also has because this is one of those build 'em up characters, so you guys should build up a character. I'm pretty sure it's either Kang that's doing this or Marvel's controller. I have no clue. Not really too sure about the character, but here are also the other characters you can get. You got Thor or I got Galactus Herald Thor, I think I'm pretty sure this is. We have Blue Marvel, we have Madam Hydra, we have Speedball, we have Quake right there, and then we have USA Agent. You have a little bit of, right here, basically a little bit of history, or at least a little short detail of basically what Quake is. Overall, not bad character, and the sculpt is actually pretty nice. Going from basically one Marvel to from S.H.I.E.L.D. to X-Men, we have X-Men the 90 series. We have Goblin Queen, or Madeline Pryor right here, which is looking pretty nice. Do say so myself. This is her in her Hellfire outfit, which also looks pretty nice. You have a couple accessories here, which are basically using magic. So we have 4 types of manipulator hands. Right now, she currently has the what's called open ones for when you do spells. Then she also has 2 closed fist hands. The sculpting is not bad at all. Looks pretty nice and good. Overall, pretty great. We also have Baby Nathaniel or Cable. Also, overall, not bad character. You guys also have a bunch more characters, which I'm going to try to get my hands on. We have Magneto, we have Cyclops, Nightcrawler, Jean Grey herself, the Executioner, and Goblin Queen's already part of the set as well. And going from basically one of the Hellfire characters to another, we have Emma Frost from also the same X-Men 97 series as well. Looking pretty nice. The sculpting for these are actually pretty nice, which is a thing because I think sometimes with some of the Marvel Legends figures, sometimes the sculpting can be a little bit bad. Overall, these characters actually looks pretty nice as well. Sculpting looks pretty great. Overall, phenomenal. And this set comes with different characters, unlike with Goblin Queen, Madeline Pryor. Whereas over here, we have Logan, we have Jollibee, we have Morph, Cable right there, and then we have Sunspot. Overall, pretty nice. Going from one Marvel to more of the 80s, 90s series. We have one G.I. Joe figure with Scarlet right here. which is pretty nice. I'm kind of actually also going back to G.I. Joe as well. I'm going back to towards my old childhood of all things I used to have. And right here, Scarlet has basically a set of multiple weapons. She has her crossbow, backpack attachment. We have an AR M16, handgun pistol, which I'm pretty sure is a 1911. I'm pretty sure she has a basic quilt for holding the bow crossbows. You have a little knife here. We have multiple hand attachments too. We have closed fist hands, open fist trigger hands. You have a stand right here, which you can put it on here. And you have a couple ponytails right here. Beam rifle right there. I'm pretty sure, because G.I. Joe also sometimes futuristic. Overall, the figure looks pretty nice. The sculpting looks really, really good. At least from what I'm seeing from the box. I don't know if you can see it by yourself, but overall, not bad at all. And we also got some of the other 3 characters as well from here in the back side as well. And yeah, and that goes for basically, I would call basically comic 80s characters. Was basically one attachment with something that finally arrived because it's apparently a pre-order. We got the Bandai Namco's Ben Presto Has Been Hotel Charlie Mooney store figure. As last time when I did my other reviews, I had gotten previously Vaggie and Alistair, well, alternate Alistair. And the only character I was missing was basically what's called Charlie. Also, I'm still missing what's called Angel and Husk because they're also characters too. But I'll try to get them when I can. Right now, Charlie was the only one I was able to get online on Amazon. So this one took actually a little bit since apparently its original pre-order date was supposed to be early March, but ended up coming in like late, like a couple days ago. So kind of glad this actually came in because this was not on and it coming through like the usual Prime stuff that actually came in through the post office. So I didn't even know it was shipped out until doorbell ringed. Luckily, my neighbors were there and they were to pick it up, so I'm actually pretty happy about that. And then going from basically regular Western stuff to anime stuff, we got some other characters too. We have one Piece character. This is another of the Grand Line series. This is Grand Line Girls on Vacation, Bo Hancock, which actually looks pretty nice. I got this when I went to, damn, what was it? It was the Mox Lunch, or damn, I forget which place I went to. It was one of the anime stores I usually go to. All pretty great. Was Bo Hancock. And then last, well, not last but not least, because technically it's 2. These are technically custom characters. They're Dragon Ball characters, but they're custom Dragon Ball characters. They're 18 plus characters. These right here are the Rebel Go custom series. Basically, custom characters are basically Android 18, Lazuli, and Bulma, and kind of like a GTA style characters. Looking pretty nice. I haven't opened the box yet, but what's called, these are basically custom figures that I ordered. Basically customized characters, basically like I said before, Android 18, Lazuli, and Bulma, and kind of like the GTA style. Looks pretty nice. I haven't opened the box characters yet at the moment. I'll probably do a review of these. These are 18 plus characters, so as you can see, what's called, you can already imagine a little bit of that. But yeah, I got these because these were actually pretty good on sale, and I was like, yeah, why not? I ordered these to see what they look like. They look pretty nice, at least from the pictures I saw. But overall, I'll do the review of these one of these days. But yeah, that is it for this loot haul, folks. Overall, if I do say so myself, it's actually a really, really big loot haul. I got a whole lot of customization parts that I'm gonna have to go down to figure out what I'm gonna be putting, because I'm gonna have to be putting these in like in a side of like what it's gonna be like, attaching parts from model kits and other stuff that I'm gonna be adding on to stuff. So I have to do a lot of planning for some of my other custom kits. Got a good number of new figures as well, which is a lot. More model kits as well, which I should do like. So that's adding more back onto the backlog, if I do say so myself. But yeah, that's it for the review, folks. If you did enjoy it, please consider dropping a like, share, and subscribe, because I do always appreciate it, folks. And as always, have a nice day. This is Arden, signing out. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, folks, and stay safe and stay warm out there, because it is once again snowing again. Goodbye.